The story begins. Oh my god, the speaking doesn't work today. And this is Natalie, back to my channel for this isn't a challenge this time. After the Thriller-Athon, I was hooked again at reading some thrillers, so I had decided not to do a readathon about thrillers, but to I don't know, kind of do a quick break. Some that it's been a little while that they are waiting to be read, and I take them once, I put them down, I put them one, and back and forth. And yes, I decided this time, no matter what, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna get to it, and if it doesn't work, well, it's gonna be DNF. One particular book that really got me, and I really want to read it. And this is a new one from Diana Petterfrond, and this is In the Hole with the Knife. This is a clue mystery. I can only say it's gonna be a mystery thriller. The game is on, no one is safe. So usually she is writing me little great young adult. I read by her the trilogy of Omega City. I really do love her writing and her energy that she put inside. You can really be gripping onto all of the different pages, and you really want to go through it and know what is happening. So a mystery one, a clue one, it's like yes please. Then one that I put back a lot from Marilu Curvin, Death Overdue. This is gonna be a short one. I want to try by Jennifer Ashley, Death Below Stairs. It's not gonna be a big one too. There's another one that I had put onto my Amazon wish list, and I just want to know if it's gonna be something that I enjoy from the writing of the author or the way that she's doing the stories. So I finally need to read it. And the last one will be Stone Coffin by Trell Erickson. Not gonna be a big one either, so I'm gonna see what is it going to be. Tu veux venir sur la vidéo? Ça te tente ou pas? Tu te décides? Tu veux venir faire tes débuts? T'hésites? Okay. Yeah, it was a small talk with my painters. So but specifically me, I'm coming back to make an update for the Thriller of the Break, and well, I'm happy to say that after 24 hours I read and finished and enjoy In the Wall with the Knife by Diana Petterfrond, the first installment into the Clue Mystery, her new trilogy. The story takes place at the beginning of December in the up north of Maine, in a peninsula, and we are gonna follow what is going to happen in the Blackbrook Academy with a nice storm coming in everyone, well, it's not everyone, but mainly everyone in the academy, in the campus, has been evacuated. Some in the village as well, but some are still here. And when the storm is coming way sooner than expected, they are stuck on the peninsula and onto the campus. The bridge connected the peninsula to the mainland has been destroyed by the waves, the wind, the ice. The half of the campus is flooded, and 11 people, this is the number of people left behind. They are all gonna stick together in the Tudor house, just because it's higher on a high hill, so it is safer because of the flood. We're gonna have the headmaster with the proctor of the Tudor house. This is the two adults, everyone else are students. The first night, or the morning after the first night, well, a murder will happen. Obviously, there is just 11 of them on the peninsula, well, at least officially. So the murderer has been one of them. Who could it be? The author wrote the story with Hasbro company, who owns the rights of Clue, Cluedo, and all of the different stories in the game. And that's why she was, well, I'm guessing that's why she was capable of using all the names. So you're gonna have Scarlet, you're gonna have Peacock, you're gonna have Plum, what is it? I forgot the different names corresponding of the character that you know. I had an idea of who it could be, and it was exactly that. It's not something that it's necessarily in your face. It's paying attention to the details and just going through different possibilities, through some theories. And it's not that you make 10 or 20 different theories, and obviously one, there's a good chance that it's going to work and it's going to be the right one. But it doesn't change the fact that it doesn't take anything away from the excitement and the enjoyment. So you have obviously the difficult part for everyone, because all of those kids, they don't necessarily, or mainly they don't really appreciate each other. They have lost all the powers. Obviously, this is always one element in the Clue mystery. So it doesn't help either. They don't know if the police will come for them to rescue them. And yeah, so there's not more that I can say, obviously. Everyone got secrets. And maybe there's something underneath. I don't know. In October will come the second installment. Obviously, I will pick it up to keep reading this trilogy, and we will go back to Blackbrook Academy. So we're going to continue with the same students, and well, since it's a gloomy story, you can guess that it's going to be at least another murder. Last night, or I should say, it was what? 2:30 in the morning? I couldn't resist, and I started just a little bit of Death Overdue by Mary Lou Curran. You can guess right away who might be dead in a few pages. We are following the main character, Kate. She moved out from Minnesota to London to live with a man that she had fallen in love with, and well, reversed the same way. He owns a B&B, and the thing is, 7 years ago, his wife left him. She took all the money from the bank account, and she told him, well, good luck with the B&B, that's it. And so now, 7 years after, she's coming with a boyfriend or husband, it doesn't really matter, and she comes to claim her part of the B&B. The ex-husband has prepared a plan for himself and Kate, the new character, to sell the B&B, but to use the money in order to invest in their new, or in their dream to open a library for collectors books. So we're gonna see what's going to happen, but like I said, you kind of have an idea who's gonna be killed. So far it read fast, even if I was fighting strong against my eyelids that they really wanted to shut down, and I was like, one more. I finished Death Overdue by Mary Lou Curran. It was definitely a cozy mystery, not only because it's short, but because it's really the vibe of the kind of story that you will find for a cozy mystery. I'm sorry, the sun is coming in and out. I can put more than 2 stars. Yeah, why 2 stars? I couldn't stand the main character, Karen. She is dull, really acting and talking stupid. Anyway, I'm not gonna say more. I don't want to rant for nothing. With Cozy Mystery, it's something that's gonna work or not. Third book on the list, The Stone Coffin by Joel Erickson. We are in Sweden. And the story starts right away with the murder, because it's pretty much established right away that it's not accident. The death of a mother and her 6-year-old daughter. They were running over by a car, so it was a hit and run. And they are obviously trying to find out what happened, who had done it, especially knowing that the husband and the father is missing. We are following mainly one police officer, Lindell, I think that's her name, and she has a team around her for the investigation, so we're trying to find out what is going on. So the next time I will come back with my final thoughts. So if I remember right, last time that I talked to you, it was about Stone Coffin by Joel Erickson. And I have to say that I ended up DNFing. I was capable of pushing, I think, 120 or maybe 160 pages inside, so it was close to the middle. But yeah, it started not to interest me anymore. So it was interesting at the beginning because it was with that story, with that murder, what didn't happen, what happened to the husband, is he guilty or not, like I said before. Then we are going into essentially the life of the main character and Lindell, the investigator. And you definitely can feel at that point that we are part of the series. It's not that bothered me the most, it's more that I couldn't care about what was going on into her life. The books start with a very intriguing story with the murder. I want to keep going into that direction. It's probably just me, not necessarily the book. So the last one for the TOB, I picked up Death Below Stairs by Jennifer Ashley. This is the first in a new series called Death Below Stairs. The story happened in London, 1881, following a cook, Kate Holloway. The first night there is gonna be a murder. One of the employee, her assistant, actually kitchen assistant, and she is really taking about whole that story because it's a gruesome murder that happened. And so she wants to try to figure out what happened to give her justice. I'm at 170 pages inside. It feels like a murder mystery, but at the same time with stories of the life at that time for what you would, or what they are calling themselves, the small people. How is it working life for everyone, the different classes at that time, the Victorian time. So it is for that interesting as well. And the investigation goes smoothly. A lot of things are happening in different directions. The main character, she's a lovable but very understandable woman for her time, what she has to do to survive that world, that harsh world, and everyone else around. So next time that we'll see each other, it's gonna be for my final thoughts on it and to recap. This is time to conclude this first part of the Thriller-Athon break, kind of reading some thriller and having a break of other kind of genre. I started with In the Hole with the Nath, the first new thriller trilogy by Diana Petterfront. This is a mystery young adult, such as Clue story. Well, because it is exactly the same names used for Clue, and actually the author worked with Hasbro, the company who owned the rights for the different characters. And I really did love it. I give it 5 stars, and I can't wait. It's not gonna be before the fall, October. I think the second one is gonna come in. Then I went for what seems to be a cozy mystery with Death Overdue by Marilu Kerwin. I think this is the second installment into the Murder Librarian series, and this is a short one. I didn't enjoy it. I give it 2 stars. The main character, I couldn't stand her, and it was, for me, taking my enjoyment away from the whole thing. So I'm not gonna say more than that. And probably because there is not more interesting to say. The third book was Stone Coffin by Craig Erickson. And this is part of the series and Lindell. I ended up DNFing the book. The execution for telling the story, I really couldn't care less. And even if I don't know the final word, who did the killing and really the real reason behind, I don't have any regrets. So that is life. Now, the last one that I just finished a few minutes ago, Death Below Stairs by Jennifer Ashley, and this is the first in a new series, Death Below Stairs. I really did enjoy the whodunit. The murder mystery is one, and then you have kind of taking a second mystery surrounding or being caught up with the death of her kitchen assistant. And it's gonna be a bigger one, but I really did love the execution. It's really at the very end that you know finally who murdered and why, but everything else in between was so interesting, so captivating about that other mystery happening. And the cook obviously making the investigation, but she's not alone. And I'm not gonna say more than this, but if you want to read a historical fiction mystery murder, I think this one might be a good one for you. But this is everything, so it was just four books that I had chosen for that break. It's something very important. Don't forget to subscribe, to click the like button if I hope you liked it, because all of these different actions are gonna help my channel to have more visibility and to keep growing. So you're helping me, and I'm doing my best at entertaining you with books, my opinions, and different kind of books that you may not hear elsewhere, depending. Sometimes it's gonna happen. And until the next time, have some lovely time, because I will.